Hi, this is a short video about our game Two-Faced. It's a two-player card game combining hand management, set collection and bluffing, and lasts between 20 to 30 minutes. You take on the role of one or two factional leaders in the same political party who must decide how best to deploy your followers to influence the party's policy platform and public approval rating. What makes Two-Faced a unique gaming experience is that within this short game, a player's strategy may change several times as they react to changing victory conditions which they can influence. In the game there are two factions, red and blue. Each player controls one faction, has 8 followers who have different scores in 3 key abilities: media, financing and policy influence. Each follower also has a bonus which is applied if the conditions are met. There are a maximum of 5 rounds in the game, where each round represents your party's agenda for the day. Each round includes a crisis of the day which must be dealt with by the players by deploying at least one follower. The result of this will impact on the approval rating, which in turn impacts on how the winner is determined at the end of the game. More on that later. For each round, there are 6 items on the agenda that players will try and win by deploying one of their followers with the higher rating for the relevant category. The category for most agenda items aligns with one of the 3 skill types of the followers, with a couple of agenda items being wild, meaning the highest score in any category will win it. Most agenda items are worth 1 point, but some are worth 2. Agenda items are either blue, red or purple. Purple agenda items are neutral and may be used as a tiebreaker at the end of the game. Players may be looking to win agenda items belonging to their faction or the other faction, depending on whether they are planning to remain loyal or betray their colleagues. Here's how a typical round may play out. Players need to choose which followers they wish to deploy to solve the crisis of the day. These followers are placed face down here. Players must also choose one follower to be the backbencher for the round. This follower will be used to resolve the first tie in the round, should one arise. Players then deploy 3 followers, one for each agenda item, like so. These agenda items are resolved by seeing which follower has the highest score. Here, the blue player would win the first agenda item, 6-4. For the second one, the highest score in any skill for both players is 6, so the backbench will come into play as the tiebreaker. In this case, the blue player would win 8-7. For the third agenda item, both players are tied, 7-7, but because Laura Biden has now been played, the bonus condition applies and the blue player wins. The next 3 agenda items are resolved in the same way, and the players collect the agenda items that they win. The crisis is also resolved by looking at which conditions the players met and how that affects the approval rating. Here the combined score for the policy skill is 13, which means the approval rating would move up by 1 increment from 50 to 60. The game can finish before 5 rounds have been played if the approval rating either reaches 0 or 100. If it reaches 0 at any point, then the game ends and both players lose as they have not done enough to help save their party from various challenges that they face. If it reaches 100 at any point, then the game also ends. The player with the highest number of points from their own faction's policy cards at that point in time wins the game. If, after 5 rounds, the approval rating is 50, then the player with more points from the purple policy cards wins. If the 5 rounds have been completed and the approval rating is either 20 or 40, the winning player is the one with the lower number of points from their own faction's policy cards. If the approval rating is either 60 or 80 at the end of 5 rounds, the winning player is the one with the highest number of points from their own faction's policy cards. So that's a quick overview of our game. Two-Faced, it's show business for ugly people. Will you be the star? Thanks for watching.